this video, I'm gonna talk about a secret known by just 1.31% of the United States inhabitants that allows them to get $10 million. If you own $1 million and you have no more income, but you spend $4,000 a month to live, therefore this money will last for 20 years and 10 months. Because of that, if you are 25 years old, you can only live until you are 45 without working. At 45, you'll go broke. If you are 45 years old, you'll go broke at 65. If you are 65 years old, you'll go broke at 85. If you have kids, each one of them will cost you $1 million to get through college. 10 million with no new income, you can probably live. So, how do you get to 10 million if $1 million is not the number? Following a simple and repeatable 3 steps method that may help you to get $4,000, $8,000, and even $12,000 a month. And all this without doing anything risky. This is only possible due to a different way of budgeting your monthly income. If your investments are earning you $40,000 a year for the next 25 years, therefore you'll get $1 million. If your investments are earning you $400,000 a year for the next 25 years, therefore you'll get $10 million. Unfortunately, most people don't know this technique of budgeting monthly income. Actually, right now, about 1.31% of the United States inhabitants know this technique, and even a smaller percentage of people know this secret outside the United States. If you don't know this secret, you probably won't get that $10 million. The mainstream media is constantly bombarding us with ads of things we don't need to live for. They're always making us to buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like. The mainstream media is constantly making us to go for the wrong target, like a new car, a luxury vacation, a new watch, and so on. They are driving our attention out to the 10 million target. It's not the car, not the vacation, not the watch. Our target is $10 million, earning us passive income. 67% of wealthy people surveyed said that they're not going for wealth, for cars, for trips and watches. They're going for the freedom of worry. To not be concerned about money every day. They want to be concerned about their family, about how happy they are in their marriage, about making their dreams come true. They don't want to be concerned about pieces of paper that they don't have enough of, or where it's going, or how much the things cost. If you already have $10 million earning you passive income, congratulations, you're already financially free. But if you haven't, I want you to think about how far are you from having it. Therefore, you must act now. The number one thing you gotta do is this. You gotta change the target, and you need to look at the target daily. You gotta stop going for the wrong target, like a new car, a luxury vacation, a new watch, and start going for the right target, which is $10 million earning you passive income. If you're struggling right now, you have the wrong target. When you change the target, everything changes, right? Your lifestyle changes. The things you consider important in your life change. Your friendship changes. Everything changes. Or you change your target right now, or you will keep yourself going for the wrong targets. I started trading stocks in 2005, but I only participated my first IPO in 2007 as a high net worth investor, and I flipped the stock therefore with a 25% return on the second day after the stock had gone public. The years were passing, and I was buying BMW, Rolex, traveling around the globe for about 30 days a year, not necessarily 30 days in a row. At that time I was paying myself 10% of my monthly income, but I wasn't getting all the speed I needed to get my financial freedom. I was living a nice life, but I wasn't happy because I wasn't financially free. Therefore, I started thinking about how could I go faster on my way to this target. And then, after a lot of trial and error, I found out 3 steps to achieve it. The first step I took was the target change. I changed my target from a new car, a luxury vacation, a new watch, and I started going for the right target, which was $10 million, earning me passive income. I began to look at the $10 million target daily. Suddenly my life changed. Once my target changed, all other decisions I made in my ordinary life changed, because now my priority was to have $10 million earning me passive income. And that's the first step you have to take. The second step is this. You need to save 40% of your gross income. If you can do this, you will get that $10 million. If you're making $10,000 a month, you're probably paying $4,000 to IRS, which equals 40% of your gross income. If you're paying this amount to the government, you should be paying the same amount to yourself and gotta live on $2,000 a month. This is the math you need to do. If you're willing to buy a new car, check if it fits on your $2,000 monthly budget. If you have problem with saving money, let me teach you a new concept. Don't think about saving money. Imagine you're storing money. Imagine you are stockpiling it. You don't want to save money, it's worthless. But because stockpiling money is much more exciting, you will get used to it. Money is only good if you use it. Cash is worthless. If you get your money on your bank account, the inflation will erode it within the due time. You don't want to leave in the storage too long because it's going to zero. All cash goes to zero, alright? If you're making $20,000 a month, you're paying $8,000 to IRS. And you should store for yourself the same amount, $8,000, and gotta live on $4,000 a month. If you're making $30,000 a month, you're paying $12,000 to IRS, and you should stockpile another $12,000 and gotta live on $6,000 a month. This is how you do the budget. This is what they don't teach you in Harvard. You gotta be earning at least $360,000 a year to live on $6,000 a month. In 10 years, you'll have $1.4 million if you stockpile $12,000 a month. You gotta keep playing this 40% game. And last but not least, the third step. You're gonna invest the saved money. The golden goose is only good if she lays eggs. You will invest the saved money until the passive income surpasses the monthly income. It's a tough game. It takes you 833 years to double your money in today's bank's rate. If you leave your money in the bank, you will lose it. You must invest smart. If you make $10,000 a month, you're thinking, how am I going to live on only $2,000 a month? That's impossible. And if you make $20,000 a month, you're also thinking the same thing about living on only $4,000 a month. Even if you're making $30,000 a month, I bet you're having a hard time knowing how to live on only $6,000 a month. And the reason for all this is that no matter what your income, you probably made the same mistakes I made. Whenever our income increased, we increased our livelihood. More expensive cars, bigger houses, more luxury vacations. We bought expensive watches among so many other luxury items and things we didn't need to impress people we didn't like. It may seem impossible to budget this way, but in fact it is only counterintuitive. All I can tell you right now is that I understand your pain because it hurted very much for me either. I can't teach you in this video what you have to do to be able to implement these 3 steps in your life, and not even my investment techniques that allowed me to multiply my money by 50% or more a year. However, I pledge to help you on your journey if you want my help. And I assure you, it hurts less to implement these 3 steps than to continue investing a small percentage of your income, because these steps greatly reduce the time it will take you to achieve your financial freedom. Now is the time to make a decision. In my humble opinion, you have 2 options. Option 1, do absolutely nothing and stay exactly where you are now. If you already have enough to retire and are not worried about running out of money during your golden years, then you may not need this budgeting strategy for your monthly income. But if you would like to greatly reduce the time it will take you to achieve your financial freedom, this leaves you with another option. Option 2, just do it, no matter what it takes. And if you follow me on social networks, I assure you I will help you on your $10 million journey. As you can see, there are 2 kinds of people people in this world: those who only dream about achieving their financial goals without taking any action so that happen, and those who are ready to act when the opportunity presents itself. Most people say they want to retire rich, but we both know that few really achieve it. It is a natural law of a financial wealth. The classic tale of that person who runs after and that one who keeps waiting for something to fall from the sky. Most people will keep dreaming, while the few who really take their financial future seriously will take some action. Since you've watched all my videos so far, I think you're one of those few specials. Only you can make this decision.